today we are here with the dudes. We call them the dudes. We have Kifa,
Hey.
the artist, yes. We have Rome 2X, Mr. Producer, etc., both you and Kifa, right?
Yeah.
And we have the parents behind the scene interviewing the children because we want to know your take on moving abroad and how it's been for both of you. And so today in this video for our subscribers, we decided to do this video because we do not see a lot of videos of diasporians with their children who have moved abroad and have provided any type of information or feedback from the children, so we wanted to do that. So we have Kifa here and we have Roman to try to give us a little bit of insight of what that looks like for them as young adults, moving from America to Tanzania, Africa. Okay, so I would like for you guys to first of all, of course, introduce yourself, tell us how old you are, and tell us what your profession was before you expatriated to Africa. So we'll start with Kifa.
For those that don't understand, my name is Peter, but I'm also known as Kifa. I'm 20 years old, and before I left, I was working in a warehouse called Cormart, and I was an entrepreneur selling t-shirts like my brand and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, I make music.
All right. Kifa's a poet, and you want to give a shout out to your YouTube station, maybe? Instagram?
Yes. Follow me on Instagram as Kifa and Kifa Official. Follow me on YouTube as Kifa Official.
Okay.
How do you spell Kifa?
Kifa is K, the number 3, PHA.
Cool.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks for the introduction. So we would like you to introduce yourself, who you are, your age, and your employment prior to you coming to Africa.
Okay, my name is Roman. I go by Rome. A lot of people call me Rome. And I'm 19. And I was a sales associate at Xfinity before I left. And I did photography on the side. Yeah.
Okay, and is that all you did was photography?
Yeah, at that time. But now I do video, photography and stuff. So
Digital.
and cover artists.
Okay.
So yeah, that's not. It wasn't just photography.
Good. Good.
Okay, great. So we're going to get started with the interview questions. Great job introducing yourselves. We're blessed to have both of you in regard to your leadership and your matureness. Transitions like this isn't really always easy. So the first question, we're going to start with Kifa, and then Roman will answer, or I can repeat the question, okay? So Kifa, what did you think when we told you, hey, we're moving to Africa? What did you think?
I was a very long time ago. I thought you was lying. That was just playing around. Yeah, I just didn't really think it was, I thought it was serious. Like, yeah, let's move, but I didn't know it was serious. Like, just, okay. Okay, we're going to Africa. But,
That's
yeah.
what you thought when I first told you?
Yeah, I didn't think it was serious.
Okay.
So when you understood it was serious, how did it make you feel?
excited but uneasy.
Okay. That's good.
Like I was happy just to leave Sacramento. I've been to other cities. I know I wouldn't want to spend the rest of my life in Sacramento or any of these cities, so I might as well just travel to the motherland, see what it's like at least. But I was uneasy because I spent 20 years of my life in Sacramento, and so having my whole family living there and surrounded by the things that actually made who I am today, it was very hard to leave. Very hard to even get the thought of leaving. So, yeah.
Okay, Roman, what did you think when we told you, hey, Roman, before you go to work, we need to tell you something. We're moving to Africa.
I had a lot of anxiety at the time.
I'm sorry?
I said I had a lot of anxiety at the time because like I was, had my first job. I thought everything was all good with the first job. So I thought my whole life was together some way because I had some source of income coming in, for what I want to do, like photography and other things. And honestly, it was somewhat of a resentment in a way of me overthinking too much, but I know for a fact that I would have never stayed because I don't know what I would do without messing with him. As of right now, in my young age, but even living in the family, I don't know what I would be doing. So I took that in mind very much and really obeyed the Most High. But it's like the main thing I was going through my mind is like, you just got your first job. You're not even driving yet. Like, where your car? I wouldn't. I don't know. I just wanted to do so many things.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to do, but it's all a process.
Okay.
So, you didn't think we were playing, you took it serious the first time.
I knew, yeah. I part of me was like, what if something messed up? What if something happened? Now, only if something major happened would stop us from going to Africa. And I was like, I don't wish him no downfall or nothing, but I just knew nothing big was gonna happen for us not to go. So I just, take it in.
I do remember you were having quite a tough time taking you to work. We had lots of conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like,
Attitude.
well, I don't know.
It's all
That's
good.
it, like going on.
All right, question number 2. Kifa, what was your perception? What was your perception about Africa? And has that changed since you're here?
Yeah,
What was your perception? And
Okay.
has that perception changed since now that you're here?
my perception of Africa was that everybody's starving, that they didn't know how to dress, that their technology was low, that there were smart people. They weren't as smart as us economically, but they knew their land as well.
That's what your perception
That was my perspective was, and
Before you got here.
before I got here, like but they didn't know how to act economically. But that's totally false because they have a government, they have technology, they have everything that a country needs to thrive. So that it was like living in America, then going somewhere like never mind. But like yes, it changed my perspective completely.
That's good.
So you thought that they pretty much were not as advanced and that it was like gonna be a struggle with the things that you're normally used to in America. But you came here and you're like, oh no,
You got it.
they have it.
It's not as good, but it's something that you could absolutely deal with for sure.
Okay,
You can survive with.
okay.
Okay, Roman, what was your perception? So after you realized we moving, what was your perception about Africa, and has that changed now that you're here?
My perception was pretty good. The main reason why is because before we even had the thought of moving to Africa. We were watching a lot of videos of like houses out there. But before I seen the houses, I honestly thought like they didn't have houses like that out here, like nice houses, mansion and all that. And especially the restaurants and food. Cause I'm like, I wasn't expecting how good the food is here at restaurants. And that's the main thing. But now that I'm here, it's they have like plenty of good food. You just gotta pick the correct place. And yeah, that's it. It's just the experience now. It's hard to put in words, but it's still a good feeling though. You know?
Okay. So basically, your perception was this would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You already have a feeling about it. Okay. All right, Kifa. Next question. What are the top 3 things you would recommend someone? The top 3 things you would recommend someone to bring when they come to Tanzania?
So bring for themselves or bring for me?
Bring for themselves. Like if I said a friend of yours is come and say, these 3 things you need to make sure you bring.
Yeah, for sure. I had a long thought about this too. They should bring,
Say it. My brother, it's like it's right there. I already know it.
bring everything that you cherish, the top 3 things that you cherish as a person. Because I recognize that like there's not convenience stores, there's not fast food restaurants, so I can't really depend on the snacks that I could just get in my car and go drive in. Like I can't depend on that. It's actually like you have to plan when you're gonna get your stuff and go get it. So I would say everything that you hold very close to you. Whatever that is, the top 3 things that's close to your heart.
So you're saying that they need
And
to bring their
stack up.
snacks?
I don't even know if you can bring, well, you could, but
I wish I had brought more snacks.
I wish I'd have bought.
I wouldn't
Where
have
you going right now?
Yeah, that would be
That
nice.
dude going to
I would have put one suitcase with his snacks. That would have been.
That'd have been clutch.
Top 3
But
things.
but nah, because I was gonna say something else. But as far as somebody that I know, you would definitely need to bring the top 3 things that you love.
Okay, so you wouldn't do a specific thing.
Not never specific because it probably wouldn't be as important to that person.
Right.
So,
Okay. Could I rephrase the question?
Sure.
What are some of the 3 things you wish you would have brought?
my car.
Okay.
I'm planning on a scratch that, because I'm not driving out here. My car would be messed up. 3 things. Wish I would have bought basketball shoes.
Okay.
Wish I would have brought, not bought.
You want to come back to the question? No?
Because that was a good question.
Okay.
We can go to Roman and come back to you.
Go ahead.
Well, what top 3 things would you recommend? So are we keeping the same question or
So
because we rephrased it with him?
Yes.
my
See if you
list.
can answer it.
The top 3
Is-
things that you would recommend someone to bring.
Yeah, this is gonna be very specific. Offspray, and offspray. That's the main 3 things I recommend, and some baby wipes. That right here. That's like
That's
the main
4.
thing.
That's
Yeah,
4.
I'm just saying because I can't say it. I was sprayed like 3 times, but I'm saying like the baby wipes is pretty good, or your best toilet paper and Offspray. Because I know for a fact I got bit a lot of times, and like, you know, my skin is like, I cherish, you know, what the Most High gave me. But it's like, it got kind of bit up, you know. It's not the same anymore. But that's like the main thing I would really recommend. Spray.
And sanitary wipes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's like, here, it's like they probably have some type of Allspray, but it don't work. It probably don't work. And it's like, I feel like the Allspray from America is like
Undefeated.
yeah, in my opinion.
What about the sanitary wipes? Why those?
That's just recommendation that I find useful. Because me personally, I like wipes, you know, and it's like the toilet paper they have here isn't the same. So it's, if you can bring your own, you know, that would be pretty good.
Now that I know,
Wait, we're not done with that. So, I'm assuming that the things that you recommend other people to bring, you wish you'd have brought for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, you know, the Allspray, it does damage. You can spray anything with Allspray, is good.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah.
And Peter, we're coming back to you now. So
Yeah, because I thought we was on the same page, but we wasn't on the same page.
no, because I brought most of the things that I want.
Yeah, me too, but it's like, you recommend somebody because you probably made some mistakes. And more toothpaste. Bring extra toothpaste.
Okay, now we agree.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Now we agree with that.
so are you saying they don't have sufficient toothpaste? Or they don't have good toothpaste?
We don't have the non-fluoride one. I haven't seen none because I know Tom's toothpaste, you probably got to get online now. Or any toothpaste that doesn't have fluoride in it.
Right.
I know they probably have some natural remedies. Like, I know people who like chew on like the sticks or some type of stick or something to brush their teeth. It's, never mind, I'm getting on topic, but it's a good remedy though.
Go ahead, Pete.
That's interesting.
Okay, I would have brought my hoop shoes, most definitely. Would have brought all my sweaters. I threw most of my sweaters away.
No.
So you're recommending people to bring sweaters and
But you rephrased it for me.
okay. So
Okay, brought sweaters.
what would you recommend?
Because I only got like 3 sweaters now. And I love sweaters, that's just me.
Okay.
But what I would recommend is
So your 3 things was hoop shoes, sweaters, and what else?
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Those are my top
Fair
three
enough.
things.
Okay, for someone else, you recommend their top 3 things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just brought
All right, those are some good answers.
Okay.
Probably want to make sure you have enough wipes and enough spray.
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Next question. Kiefer, what would you say to a friend or a relative who is considering moving abroad? What would you say to them if they were considering moving abroad?
What is some advice? What would you say?
I would question who they are.
Who they are, what do you mean?
So, because when you move somewhere, most people are looking for like a new beginning, but you're still finding yourself inside of yourself. And so, what people tend to think is, if I move here, all this is going to disappear, when it's just going to make it a bigger problem with bigger issues, especially because it's international.
So I would actually question, I'm like, what are you doing this for? Who are you?
What's your purpose?
What is your purpose? Why do you want to move?
Right.
What's going on up here before you go travel across the world with this same mindset, thinking that since I moved here, I don't have to carry this anymore. When you actually do have to carry it, and you have to deal with it, and you have to defeat it, whatever issue it is, until you're at peace.
Yeah.
You won't find peace no matter wherever your physical move. You only can find peace within yourself. So I would actually just question it. Right? Everybody ain't built just to go up and move, especially when you're not at home with yourself.
So your advice would be for them to consider the reason why they are coming or moving, or they would want to move.
Yes.
Who they are.
And who they are.
Yeah,
Like,
who they are.
advise them like, okay, how's your mindset? Like, make sure your mindset is
Make sure
in the
that-
right
yeah,
place.
exactly. Make sure you're doing it for. Make sure you're doing it for the right reason, not off emotion, but off of intuition. Off of what you know you can do here, not what you think, not what you hope to lose there, but what you hope to do there. So.
Okay.
Roman, what would you say to a friend or to a relative who is considering moving abroad?
First off, I would say I would work on patience, because you don't know what's right and what's wrong out here. So something right in the States might not be right out here or wherever you're traveling. And it's like ask the Most High for understanding, because some challenges we've been through as a family, I noticed, and it's mainly don't move a lot by emotions. Basically, Keeper said, you know, because you will be very much tempted to move back if you're moving off emotions, because settling somewhere might not be as easy as it seems, or it might be as easy as it seems. Just depends, you know. So that's the main thing I would say to a friend.
That's good. All right, Kifa, what has living abroad taught you? There's one thing that has taught you. What has living abroad taught you out of all things? What has it taught you?
Patience.
And why?
Because I've been praying for patience, and that's something I've been dealing with, especially out of the land here, because it's not as easy as we thought it was, as everybody on YouTube portrayed it to be. So patience with the lies, patience with everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, just it all takes patience. If you don't have that, then you will be quick with anger, and that's something that will get you kicked out of this country, and it'll hurt you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So just patience.
Patience. Roman, what's one thing that living abroad has taught you? What has living abroad taught you?
Personally, it taught me that you won't change. It doesn't change you, basically. Like, you have to change yourself, because that's one thing I'm going through personally. Thinking that moving here I'll be doing a whole lot, but it's like you have to have the energy within yourself. So, and push yourself, you know. It's that, yeah, surroundings might change, but you're still gonna be the same you, and you just gotta adapt to your area, you know. That's the best way how I can put it. Yeah.
That's good. Next question. We got a couple more to go here. Kifa, what goals do you have for your first year living here, and what are you doing to achieve that goal? What goals are? those goals or that goal, however many goals you have
My goal right now,
for the first year?
first year, get accepted into a school, make new friends, just be comfortable where I'm living. The whole business aspect, giving some time off of that because I've been working so hard that I can barely see the blessings that I worked for right in front of me. So I'm just living in the moment and just receiving everything instead of just, oh, I gotta get this. Why isn't this working? And I'm just gonna live in the moment and see what it does. Hopefully meet fellow artists, meet people, meet new friends, have fun, go play basketball, go find out new things around here, you know. So that's just getting outside of my comfort zone because I'm very introverted. So yeah,
That's a big goal
And what are you doing
to
to
achieve that.
achieve those things?
I plan to go out more, even if it's walking by myself or going hanging out with our friend Terrence and all the young brothers that's be with him. Because I found out that they do stuff for kids every other day and they're always out just exploring. And as much as I want to be in the house introverted, I want to go out and because I love kids and I love just to hang out and I love having a good time. So I figured I could just push myself to go do that instead of just sitting in the house. So I plan on doing that more.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Roman, what goals do you have for your first year of living here? And what are you doing to achieve those goals?
Well, I set pretty big goals. I wrote it down. I wanted to get 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube page and make a good amount of money with NFTs. And that price was set up $100,000 as well. Not as well, but 100,000. That's, I know it sounds big, but when you aim for the stars, you can never shoot past it. That's how I like to look at things. I like to set my goals somewhat impossible. So when I do it, it's it's small. It's not small, but it's I did that. You know? Well,
That's good.
as of right now, I'm studying on NFTs. So with the NFTs, I figured I can actually flip NFTs or I can make my own NFT. And something's been telling me I feel like I should make my own NFT with my photography and then my art because the Most High gave me a talent and it's it's been a very chance it's been a little rough for me finding a good project to actually put my money in. So I actually lost some money doing that. So I was you know what? I feel like I can do this on my own project. That's as far as NFT, but my YouTube, I haven't really been putting that much energy into that, to be so honest. But I know when I start, it's gonna be a process. I know other people believe in me, and I believe in myself as well. So I feel like I can get it done.
And what is your YouTube page?
It's Rome 2X, ROME 2X.
The number 2X.
Yeah, the number 2X.
All right.
Okay.
Good answer, girl. Kifa, if you could change one thing about America, what would it be?
The narrative of African Americans. Just the narrative,
Go louder.
the narrative that we're all
just dumb. And just all, we all come from the hood and we all do this and we're just ghetto. Like we're just monkeys. Like we're just like beneath everybody. So that's just one thing I would change about America. Because if you look back at America, like we're doing bad, but we're not doing bad as we did 60, 70 years ago. Where actually there's more black millionaires in America than ever before. So if that narrative is just taking out the history of us, then there's no telling of who we would be.
So the narrative is important.
Yeah, narrative is very important.
Okay, good answer, Roman. If you could change one thing about America, what would it be?
I would say more. I would want like the systematic like part. I'm not explaining, but like
You right.
more like the system and not be against us.
Against us, who?
Like us so-called black people, you know, because a lot of people love to say that it's really not, but it really is. You know, if that could change, I feel like that would change a lot because everybody would be on the same playing field, you know.
So basically what y'all saying is one and the same, the narrative and systematic system.
Yeah,
Because they play hand in hand.
Yeah, it's like, to be honest with me, I was taught to never fear, you know, by my parents. So I really don't fear when police be driving by or anything, cause I'm like John Wick. I'm ready to go.
John Wick.
I'm ready to go to the side.
You ready to go, eh?
I'm like, so it's like that's me personally. Like I'm not at a rap or anything, but it's that's me. But I know a lot of other people, you know, have that fear of like driving. You know, it's not to say that it's not there, but it's to say it's like the fear is there, like in some other people or a lot of other people. You know, if you go to anybody like random, like any random Ott or Cody, they're gonna really mention that, especially if they're from a certain neighborhood. You know, that would really be on their radar. You know, that what they would worry about.
Yeah.
You can pull it over.
You can take 50 people from all 50 states of America and go to the inner black neighborhood and ask them all the same question. You get all the same answer. But if you driving and police is right behind you, do you think you're gonna live through the situation or no? You know, say no. You know what I'm saying? All the answers.
You have fear or not.
Absolutely.
No, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, Kifa, if you could change one thing about Africa, what would it be? For the time that you've been here, if you could change one thing about Africa, what would it be?
Again, the narrative. For the 3 months I've been here, just the narrative of African Americans coming here and just being beneath. Just being mistreated by some locals, not all the locals. Being mistreated by some government officials, not all government officials. Just being looked at as coming to use people. And that could affect that person's heart in a way. Like, such as, like, if I'm coming to help and you're assuming that I'm coming to, your actions is portraying that I'm coming to just hurt. And what's the whole point of me coming to change your mind, thinking that I'm about to come and help you, and you, in your mind, I'm just about to hurt everybody here. What's the whole point of me even trying to help in the first place? So just the narrative of, because the narrative of the African Americans all over the whole globe that think we're just huge monsters and we just kill people and we just stay in the ghetto. That's it. Exactly.
You're saying that's the
because-
narrative that Africans have with African Americans?
Yeah, that's all they see on TV. That's the only thing they see on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either you play basketball, or you a thug, or you do other things. They don't know the backstory of why things happen that way and why we're stuck in that narrative as a people. So, just the narrative.
Okay.
If we came over here without a narrative, it would have been totally different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Over the different area.
Over the different narrative. But it would have been just the narrative altogether.
That's good.
Okay, Roma, if you could change one thing about Africa, what would it be?
I would say like the corruption. You know, it's Misha was talking shit. It's
Misha.
Misha.
Our brother.
Yeah. He was saying that the middle
Safi.
government is not Zuri. It's not good. It's not as good. But I understand. You know, there's no such thing as a utopia, perfect world. But it's like some little things like child money and stuff like that. That's one thing I would change. If it would just run so much smoother. Because I'm pretty sure it probably is hard to become a citizen in the United States. But obviously I can't even speak on that, you know. But yeah, that's one thing I'd change would be the child money and all that. You know, corruption. Yeah, that's one thing I would change.
Okay. So, Keith, the last question. In which country, Africa or America, do you feel you would be more successful? Just as they are right now, which country do you feel you'd be more successful?
That is still a hard question to decide because my plans were working out perfectly in America. So growing up, I always knew I was going to be successful. So it just in a matter of time, not a matter of place or where I'm at. So I would say I would be successful living underneath a rock. So just to say here and there, I'll be successful anywhere. I'll choose America right now because I know America and I know my plan. Like just because the government, I know how the government works in America. I don't know the government. I barely know the language here. So for me to just say I'm about to be successful here, I don't even know the playing ground here. I don't even know anything really here. So I would say America right now.
Okay.
Sure.
Good.
And which country, Africa or America, do you feel you'll be more successful?
I would say that's a good question because, like he said, you know, he knows America. Because I can easily say America because I will have a job, you know, and certain income. Probably do photography on the side, this and that and the third. And it's like there would probably be a limit, you know, with America. But out here, I know is that a lot of people support each other out here. So it's like it's kind of hard to even say. But as of right now, I would say being in America would be somewhat of a success story for me because I had a job, like I said, you know, 9 to 5. I wasn't so proud of that, but I was proud of like it's something that I can see myself doing. You know, with sales and everything, progressing and using the money like for my business. But now here it's like you're the business.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So it's like not knowing where to start. So I would say for now, America.
Sure. All right, that was all of our questions, but I think you had one more, so maybe. Is there something else?
No, I was just going to say, first of all, thank the both of you,
Thank you,
guys for answering the questions. That was really good.
And thanks for not running away.
Yeah, and
That's stupid.
Like, I didn't know.
very, very good answers. The very last question I guess I would have is if you or when you achieve your goals, where do you see yourself as far as living? Like, do you see yourself in America or on African soil or in another country? Like, if you have achieved all your goals, you're successful, where would you see yourself? Where would you want to retire, or not retire, but where would you want to live and raise your family?
My own island. That's
Where is that island?
In the U.S. territory or
Africa, Italy, Canada, where?
I don't think it.
Since we've been in the U.S. and Africa, between the two, if you achieve your goals, where would you want to live? Let's say you just hit it big out here, which you guys are going to. Would you want to take these goals and go back to U.S. or bubble out here?
Consider your
You
family.
can think. I can go to Rome.
Yeah, I think right now.
Go to Rome.
To be honest, me personally, I would want to travel, like, you know, throughout Africa and outside of Africa. When COVID is not even the story, you know, because I wouldn't want to be getting any type of vaccination or anything. But as far as living, I would not want to live in America, you know, for me to retire. But one thing I would want to do is have different income from America. You know, establishing certain things in America, you know, so I can, you know, benefit while I'm, you know, out and about. I have my own production company, but it's like, that would be a lot of work, but it probably won't even be a production company. It's something that, you know, just came up, but probably something to do with fashion or, you know, help certain schools and neighborhoods where I grew up in. It's like, a part of me want to say is like, I know I don't want to live in America, but something is still like calling me back to tell other people and like show them that, hey, I'm doing this and you can do this as well. But I know I gotta, you know, actions speak louder than words, so it's gotta be in the making first.
That's good.
So it's like, me living in America, no. I would want to live somewhere like, you know, somewhere in Africa, but like somewhere nice. Somewhere nice.
Okay.
Not saying this place is nice, but I'm saying,
Like, you want to be somewhere that's like not
We're
America.
gonna have a nice
You
property.
want to be able to travel and choose where you want to be.
Yeah.
It's nice.
it was like, I would say, when,
On
isn't that
African soil?
like a nomad? Like where,
That's
You
right.
have to travel. Yeah, you
They
have
can
to travel.
travel.
yeah, I would say doing that, but like, when I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'll do that for like photography reasons. You know, yeah, it's like when my kids get old and I'm old.
Okay, so where would you want to raise your children? In America or in Africa or where would you want to raise a family?
You see?
I'm still thinking.
It's a good
lot of
question.
places where
It's like I wouldn't want.
Would you want to raise your children in America, knowing the things you know about America and what you've had to endure and see?
No.
No. But the thing is, it's like, I have a question. So is there benefits being raised in America?
Yeah.
It's what you consider a
That's
benefit.
what you consider a benefit.
You know, it's always risk and benefit in
Right.
everything you do.
But honestly, raising, it would make more sense raising like children outside of America because they don't have to see or even fear what other people fear in America or be stressed. Attracted by in America as well. You know, and this, I wouldn't raise my children out here in Africa, but I would love to show them where I came from. So it's like, I would want them to know both sides
Good.
of the story. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's me personally. So yeah.
So,
So when I make it big, I will most definitely live I would definitely live on the coast, somewhere on the coast of Africa, like somewhere where it's cold, cause I can't deal with the
Like breezy?
humidity.
You saying breezy?
Cold,
On the coast?
So,
cold,
a colder place.
cold. I need
A
some
Oh,
cold,
but still on the coast.
still
yes,
in Africa.
Cold.
Oh,
But a coastal, a
Cold.
colder
a
coastal
coastal
region.
climate, yeah.
oh,
Yeah, but yeah, I most definitely would raise my kids here. Like Roman said, I would definitely want to show them where I came from, show them your family, because it's not, because you're gonna meet the mother's side of the family, then you're gonna be thinking like, what about dad's side? What about where's your uncle? Where's your mom? Where's your other brothers at? And yeah, I would love for them to meet everybody before it's too late for like my aunties or my great aunt. It's probably gonna be too late for my great aunties, but for like my aunties and my uncle and things like that. Just like the older ones that mean something. Not saying that my great aunties don't mean something to me, but the ones that like actually that I've like grew up and they were there type feeling. So before it's too late, before they pass on, I would like my kids to know who they were.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, those are good answers, and I think we should probably do this again with another set of questions. But we're grateful that you guys were able to be transparent and answer questions, mature questions with mature answers. You know, and Savannah can testify as well. Both of you are definitely young men that are that carry yourselves beyond your age, and that's a blessing. Because I believe that if there's some mature young men that was going to Africa, they would have had every reason not to go. And we've said this before, our job is to show you what was not shown to us and give you a choice in life, to give you that freedom that it took us many years to get. You see, and once you get a taste of freedom, now you're able to contemplate what you want to do with that freedom.
yeah, red pill, blue pill.
So do you want to grow up getting a job, or you want to be an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
Or you want to be stuck in a city and maybe a county, or you want to see the world? You know, it's a different thing. And And now that you see that these narratives play each other about us, now you are able to reconfigure the narrative. So I want to thank Rome 2X PROD, and Peter Jr., Kiva, K3PHA official, for your time. And of course, Savannah for coming up with these questions and introducing
Yeah, I knew Miss
us.
Savannah wrote the question.
Oh, she will write the questions.
It was and why. That was
And
the
why.
That's how you know Miss Savannah.
Yeah, she had two NYs on the same question. She said why, then another one. You're like, wow.
And why for the NY?
Yeah.
Open-ended and two-parted.
Yeah.
That's me.